you mentioned the right shoulder versus the left, and you can see when he's laying down, we got some different observations. The right shoulder is more forward than the left. So what I immediately want to do is try to get that to roll back on both sides for sure, because obviously you feel most of the pain on the left side. So, but I want everything to open up because I think that's going to give you a lot of relief in the neck, which I will see. Okay.
Of course.
I hear you. I hear you. But I took my trauma from Kira course, and I know that.
Kira's the best.
So we're starting with super chill. Just because you gave me such a laundry list, I'm like, oof, I don't want to like randomly hit like the 10 spot where I'm like, feel like I'm doing like a one pressure, but it's a 10 tenderness, you know? So, cool.
Are you feeling tightness here?
Oh, yeah. So immediately, like we observed, the right shoulder's way more forward. It's not lying on the table. Like I can just like put my hand right in there like that. So I wanted to just kind of play around and see exactly where it's coming from. So like I mentioned earlier, you know, I try to do all sorts of various passive ranges of motion to see where the resistance is coming from. So immediately I can tell on the right side, the pull is specifically coming from pec minor. Not so much biceps, but we should still work on it anyhow. But pec minor is definitely going to be a thing. So our good friend vibration is going to be, you know, a way to start. And I think, what was it? Isabel, were you asking me about? Yeah, I just kind of, I literally just relax everything else, and I think less is more. So just to kind of reiterate what we talked about last week. So there's nothing like tensing up the rest of my body. I'm just like, I'm just letting this hand do all the work. And you can see it works, because all of a sudden my veins go, come alive, but everything else is pretty chill. So just starting a short range, which means about 30 seconds, that's enough to tell the nervous system to take a chill pill. I'm gonna hit your left side. Sorry. I'm gonna hit your left side in a bit. But I really want to open this up, because if we can open this up, the entire torso will rotate, and that actually might be really good. And I'll still work on the left side. Promise. Yeah, that's a spot. So now,
where'd that come from?
I'm just doing my job, man. So let's see. Definitely upper traps. There's a lot going on here, and I'm also sneaking a little bit of vibration there. I'm using a pincer palpation and mixing with vibration. And I'm just trying to coax that shoulder to roll back. Do you want to roll back? No. Do you want to roll back? No. Do you want to roll back? I'm going to keep asking until you do.
You asking me or the shoulder?
No. The shoulder. You. I know what you want.
I'm just chilling.
I know what you want. You're like, if this dude can fix me in one shot, that's going to be the bomb. Yeah, I get it.
To go do a commercial for you.
Are you pulling with your left hand?
My left hand is, squeezing and pulling. But that's the kind of the idea, right? So, so let's say you don't do tiger claw kung fu. You can just use a more relaxed grip. But I really try to like literally turn my hands into like talons and just sink in and grab and pull. Still try it. If it works for you, please go for it. It's a stronger grip. So, deltoids. I'm on the deltoid here. I'm just balancing my hand here because, you know, the shoulder's never going to move well if the shoulder blade does not move well. I get the shoulder blade to move well, I get the shoulder to move well. I can't stress that enough.
The shoulder blade to move well, so the shoulder move well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the shoulder girdle and the shoulder are intricately connected. You can't treat just the shoulder. The shoulder girdle is not good. So right now, I'm, just testing that whole medial border area. It seems like maybe we've got a little more action here. You see I use my body weight. So I'm not muscling, right? This is muscling it. This is using my body weight. Which one feels better?
Your body weight.
Yeah.
Good answer.
So, even here, I'm clearly pushing, but I'm leaning in. I'm driving my feet into the ground and leaning in. Because I want to be on balance. I don't want to fall on it. That's like not great for physics. So, great. So, trying to mobilize the joint, tease it into motion. Let's see where we're at.
No, you're good.
I feel like I'm risking it all here.
I know.
Okay, it's got some
We need
decent
that video.
rotation.
You could go ahead.
It's not bad. It gets a little stuck right about here.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna trace that down, and look at that. The bicep starts to complain. So bicep has nothing to do with internal or external rotations, but it does attach here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, okay. I don't know if that's our hand raise. So here, yeah. So we're gonna release that to see if that facilitates more room to get more external rotation.
But does the tear have anything to do with it? Because it's in 2 locations.
So can you remind me about the tear?
What is the in between the joint, the lamb?
Oh, you talking about labrum?
The labrum. The tear there. There's a tear over here.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Did you talk about the label tear?
No, no, he didn't.
Okay. I'm like, holy crap! Did I miss that? Okay.
No, I don't think I just said two tears. But
Gotcha. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. No, that one's
I
up.
missed that. Good to know. That would explain some things. All right, so I'm thinking.
You didn't give me a form to fill out.
You know, any of you do this little form to fill out, they're still gonna miss it. Yeah, I broke 3 bones. I broke my femur in 3 places.
Yeah, I gave you the knee surgery and it's just okay.
You did great. You did great. Okay, let's test that again. I just wanted to like loosen up your bicep just a wee bit. Yep, that's an improvement. Take that. So, let's see. Anything, tell me about your hand? How's your hand doing?
I mean, it's all right. That's
Okay,
good.
Good.
No
Just
problem.
allows me to know what I can get away with. So to immobilize the wrist, radius, ulna, create space in between the joint, flick. Little traction, but traction goes all the way through. Okay, we love the deviation, deviating well, extending okay, flexing okay. So that tells me I need to do some more work in here. You can't improve the shoulder if he has poor supination or pronation, right? So do a little bit of work here. You're not as tight as Chantia was here, but really tighter elsewhere. So all good. So I'm gonna just adjust that very quickly, or I should say massage that really quickly.
I hate that move.
This move?
Yes.
Okay. Someone else done it too?
Oh, hell yeah. I tried to rip my arm in half
So, okay, why am I doing it?
to open up the flexors.
But Byron pronates really well. Really good pronation. When it comes to supination, there's a resistance here. You hate it because there's a tightness, there's a resistance to movement in your muscles. There we go. So that's a little better. Okay, I did a little workaround. I used the joints instead of just going through the muscles. You happy? Is that better? So a little just quick mobilization there. Great. Love it. Now let's see what that does. Voila. If you supinate better, you externally rotate better. If you pronate better, you internally rotate. Just keep that in mind.
Can you say that again?
If you supinate better, that's going to play into shoulder external rotation. If you pronate better, it's going to play into shoulder internal rotation.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So, okay, let's see. So when I flex the elbow, this is the easier side, I'm still feeling some resistance. So I'm going to get into his triceps tendon here with the hopes that it'll release the triceps tendon on the other end. Just make it longer all along the muscle. But
Shit.
yeah, Sorry. And then I can always turn on the gears, just so you know. Please don't.
No, do what you gotta do.
I hear you. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So, I
If it's broke, fix it.
I hate getting into like gendered language, and I've noticed in the almost 20 years I've been doing this that AMAB or male clients are it's not just that they're more likely, or even if they you know feel like a lot of intensity and it's like past tolerance, they're less likely to like say they're either gonna really be on one end or the other end, and I just want to be informed because I can adjust accordingly to get the best results.
Like I said, if it's broke, fix it.
Yeah, and yes, you did great. You did great. You did great. But it still gave me an opportunity to just get into that little teaching moment. Yeah. Okay. So that feels better on this end, but you still feel a little restricted in the bicep end, right? It's not fully relaxed when we flex your elbow. So that informs me we need to actually get into the bicep, back into what you were talking about, antagonist groups, right? So, and like how do you know? You keep moving and you feel what's in the way. So when I first did it, I felt this tricep was really tight, so I was feeling a lot of pull here. That's out of the picture. And now what I'm feeling is actually his bicep kind of bunching up. So even though I'm passively flexing his elbow, his bicep is like, no, I'm supposed to do that. So I'm trying to get him past that so that he can have more, reduce the tone. And that's not a bad thing. But that, you know about hypertonic, hypotonic? Yeah, okay, great. So if a muscle's hypertonic, it's contracting when it doesn't need to. So, and that means that even when you do contract it, it's over contracted, which means it's gonna get exhausted faster and it's gonna lead to more problems down the road. So I'm just trying to loosen that up to see if we can just get a little more space here. It is working. It is working. So let's see. I'm gonna go into your extensor carpi radialis longus, because even though its name is extensor, it's an elbow flexor. We'll go over that later in the semester. And see if that helps things out a bit. Okay, great. Cool. So rotating here, up and over. Okay, this gets into a little bit of trouble. So we feel things out because now we're using grander ranges of motion, since the small ranges of motion are going much better. And I'm feeling a lot of resistance at the pec major and anterior deltoid. So cool. We get in here. Pressure okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Love that. Okay, someone I can use higher gear with. Let's go. You need it though, for real. Cool. We get an anterior deltoid to let go a little bit so that we, funny, after very much like the bicep flexion, we want to get more shoulder flexion. So that's a little better. Let's have more. Sugar, do I want to attack this? That's the most bang for the buck. So I'm always trying to move the shoulder where I want it to go. I scoop around it because I also want to keep the joint stable, even when I'm also moving it. I don't want to just go willy-nilly in any direction. This is a super stubborn spot, and I don't think I'm going to believe it for the sake of today's lesson, but this is something that you need to work on a regular basis. You probably already know that. I'm going to give you a little nudge.
That's what I feel it the most, right there.
Yeah, I believe that. Letting go. Big happy thoughts. There we go. So, give you a little stretch. Hook. Squat. Oh. I didn't, but I guess it was good.
What happened?
Something cracked, I guess. I don't know if that was me or you. So, some people can't handle this, so I'll do it very slowly. Add a little rotation. It's a big stretch for you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it. Check it out. You need a moment. Gotcha. Alright, I'm gonna check your shoulder range of motion in a moment. There we go.
See what you get for picking me. You working today?
That's fine. That's fine. I do this every day. For class today, I have 3 clients. One of them cancels. That's it. And then after this, more clients. She's like, you want to do another section next semester? I'm like, I'm going to open up to different faculty. It's not that I don't want to, I just really don't have the time. And I'm money grubbing. So, that part. Alright, so that peg is really not letting go. I'm going to start sneaking in here though, because I know you were saying this is your chief complaint area. Gotten a lot of improvement, but I really do want more. So let's see what we can do. The more you practice, the faster you can go. I'll take that for now. Let's see. Let's try that thing we did last week on Monday. How's that? Cool. So I'm gonna take the human head and drive it down and back using a basic Yanda maneuver. I'm using my left hand to take the shoulder inferiorly. Obviously, I'm using my right arm and body to send it posteriorly, and I'm using my left thumb to kind of send it a bit laterally. Very much like the stretch we were doing earlier today. Holding out for a little bit, literally feeling it slowly shift back in space. Let's try to bring that across just a little bit. Here's my variation. This does take a little elbow grease, I'm not gonna lie. Especially if the client's really, really locked up tight, etc.
What are you pushing down on the deltoid and lifting up on the forearm?
I'm thinking more like joints right now. So I'm using his elbow to massage my forearm. I am setting the humeral head back in space and out to the side. And I'm using my left hand to also send it inferiorly.
Okay.
So I did all that vibration, so I gotta release my forearm. Okay, let's see. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
A little less pain. A little less pain.
More movement though. Okay, this is our next up, which we haven't dealt with yet. So let's see how I want to do this. Yeah, let's get right into scalings, like you were mentioning earlier. Start up here, that's pressure. I really sometimes have to dig for gold a little bit. You good? Cool. I close my eyes a lot, man. You gotta use your voice.
I close my eyes too.
That's it. I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you. Okay. So we're gonna release those scalings, work our way down. So like into the first and second rib, because you gotta remember the first and the second rib are here. Not here, that's like 3, 4, 5, which is where your pick minor attaches. So, So now I'm gonna move the neck from side to side slowly. I'm probably going a little too fast. Sorry. So this gives me a nice angle. I can get fairly deep. I still want that shoulder to go back. I have not forgotten. So that could be a little tough on the thumb. So if you can only focus on one thing, just focus on the ribs, please. If your fingers can handle it, sure, that'll be a pleasure. Adding a little traction into his neck as well. Cool. So, I do feel like there's more possibility of movement here. Love that. Taking two hands just for a moment, getting that here, creating stretch in upper trapezius. Is that okay? Is that okay on your left side? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm creating traction. I'm taking his head to look at his left.
Axilla. Shoulder.
Sure. Now I'm gonna lean his head to the left and turn it to the right. Oops. Sorry. It's just starting to fall back a bit. Victory will be mine.
It's an interesting position.
Yeah, I know. It's a hell of a stretch.
That's a pin and stretch, right?
A
No,
little bit.
no, this is something worse.
Oh.
I feel like I'm some posable G.I. Joe doll.
The moment Byron realized that James is stronger than he looks.
I didn't doubt that. I was just wondering what the hell movie was like I'm in the butcher.
So back to that neck. We got some great movement. We got still like right here. It's like more like anterior scapes. Just holding out for dear life. Let's see. Okay. Glide. I like it's gliding. Okay. Let's see. Get back to ooh, there's a lot to do here. That was a big one. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I know you felt it. You felt it.
Yeah.
So once again, 1, 2, 3. Right, so we already moved it, so let's just do that. Okay, cool. It's open scope, if you're wondering. Because its spine's not being touched. So, so we're getting some more space for radial deviation, ulnar deviation, a little more space here. And I'm using a decent amount of force, it's true. But I'm going to tell you.
The wincing over there.
Okay, but then we got some real nice movement though, right? So I just wanted to get that going. Okay, let's do this the nice way first. So we got the medial upper condyle, lateral upper condyle. I don't know, it kind of feels more like a medial upper condylitis to me. This feels like a real action side. Here's your lateral upper condyle.
It's both.
Fair enough. But you saying this is the same as this?
Nah, actually,
No,
it's
medial.
lateral,
Yeah, the medial upper condyle is definitely the winner. So.
What are you feeling that makes you feel that way?
So go right to, okay, the common flexor tendon goes to the medial upper condyle, right? So that's all these muscles, right? So, and the common extensor tendon is on the lateral upper condyle, right? So, so I go right to that point. There's a lot of tendons that attach there. So if there's some sort of restriction, you're gonna feel that kind of gumminess, knottedness, something not feeling supple and smooth and lovely. So and that's what's up here. So we come here. I just check his pronation and supination again. Actually, he supinates really well here, so it's the opposite, and pronation's not so great. So I'll put it up on YouTube if you happen to be recording. Did you guys all get that, by the way? Yeah.
I couldn't
Okay.
open it.
You can open. Well, did you open it right away?
No, it opened sometimes, but then others it does. Like I opened it once, it opened, and then I tried opening it again, and I couldn't.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, I'll look into that. I know when I first uploaded it,
Yeah.
I loaded it. I loaded it as private instead of unlisted. That was my bad.
It's okay.
Someone maybe it was. Maybe
Thank
it was
you.
Juan.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
I think that was separate.
Yeah. Melody and Juan. Melody and Juan both messaged me. Yeah, that's right. And they're like, "Yo," I was like, "Oh, my bad." I fixed it the next day, so it should be running now. Yeah.
Actually, you fixed it in an hour after that, but it's okay.
I tried to be on it. I got up in the morning. I was like, oh, it's just a little, little toggle. It's like switching something in Moodle. So.
Now, when you pressed hard on it, it seemed like it was able to bend more.
Yeah.
I didn't feel.
Yeah, that's a clue, right? So when I'm moving things around, I push into the tight spaces. I'm like, does that improve the movement? And I'm like, okay, I guess I just need to work on that. That's what I'm gonna do. So so that's a really good observation by that. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the PT doesn't do any of that stuff? What do they do? What do they actually do?
Besides hurt?
No, the PT, when you go to PT, what do they do?
Oh, shit. Still, I feel more comfortable here than I do at PT. They just electric stem.
Okay.
They tell me to stretch,
Okay.
and then they rub my shoulders. But they put so much oil, I feel like a piece of bacon. So
Let's talk about lubrication.
It looked too much.
So
I mean, it's warm.
no.
It's nice. It's warm, but they put so much.
Yeah, no, it's too much.
Yeah, slide down the block.
So generally we say as a general rule that there can never be enough lubrication. But for massage, I think that's actually not exactly true. I think less is better.
Mhm.
Yeah. For
Like she never uses the forearms, the elbow, and they don't do any of that stuff.
yeah, but if there's a lot of oil or whatever.
Yeah, they just
know.
use strictly
It's-
like
it-
fingers and some little roller. Like she tried to use that
Like the
gun
gun-
thing.
Oh.
Oh shit, hell no.
Okay.
That gun thing was just. I didn't know there were different levels, but I guess she used the hardest level, and it felt like I was getting punched in the neck. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's intense.
Yeah, it was.
That's saying a lot,
I don't like those things.
that's saying a lot because I have not been light with my high touch. So that's saying a lot.
No, your touch is. I mean, no offense, is nothing compared to that thing just repeatedly just jackhammering.
Like a massage gun?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
Oh
massage.
no, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's those trigger points.
It's a little more indiscriminate. I try to be really
No, that's if you want to hurt somebody without them knowing.
No, I got you. Let's do it that way. Getting into his pronator quadratus seems a little.
Yeah.
Little tight. Okay, cool. Great. Let's see what's happening here. Does that hurt? It feels not so bad on my end, but I'm just curious, what does it feel like on around your neck?
No, it's good.
Okay, good. Love that.
Well, the pain in my neck is, I guess, because I'm laying down. It's not
Yeah,
like it was before. Yeah, because I guess I'm not like holding my head up or anything.
So the goal is to try to open up your shoulder girdle, chest, everything in a way where your head just balances on top, and there's less effort for your neck muscles to hold your head up.
Gotcha.
We'll try to do a quick thing for your quote unquote quick thing for your pelvis, because I do need to change how you're balancing from one leg to the other, because that will also change how you hold your head up. there. Okay. Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's open that up too. Sorry. So you hook and hook. More on that later in the semester. Not that later, like a few weeks from now.
Now, this is just for the shoulder or just basically for the whole side?
You can feel the whole left side of your body opening up, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, the initial target.
If you want, you can go that way too. Probably.
Yeah.
In that stretch.
Let's try to get this rotation here. It's a little restricted. Cool. Well, that's gonna be a little tricky on this side. Okay, good to know. All right, different moves. Let's do it. Pick major sternal fibers, or lower fibers, I guess they call them nowadays. We used to call them sternal cortical fibers. Nowadays it is 360 fibers. That's not what I learned. I was going through this semester. I was like, seriously? I was like, okay, cool. So sternal fibers go this way, right? Obliquely. So we're gonna follow that and stretch in the same direction. So I've got a line going this way, but my hand is seeing a line going this way. So speaking of pinning and stretching, here we are. Pin stretching, vibrate. Then we get to the clavicular fibers, same idea. So I'm setting it along the clavicle here, just following along. Might even be getting a little subclavius action, bonus. We love that, it's great. And let's see what's going on here. It's a little resistance here.
You haven't had much positive stuff to say.
I mean, you're getting better.
Well, yeah, I feel
So,
like I should just throw myself away.
No, you're definitely getting better. I'm just like, oh, there's a lot of work to do. But, you know.
See?
I can do it.
A lot of work.
Doing it.
My check engine light is on or something.
Exactly. Me too, man. I did it yesterday. Squats, deadlifts, 2 hours of kung fu. That's not entirely wise. All right, let's get that. Yeah, let's get it. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So when you first try this maneuver, you want to just like play around with this. You'll get a lot just by doing that. And it's a lot less complicated to do. You just kind of squat down to get more, you know, mobilization. Then when you feel like you're ready to take it another level, you can play around pulling the shoulder toward you, inferiorly, posteriorly, and then bringing it across. That's actually, depending on how tight the client is, how big the client is, et cetera, that can be harder. It's great though, if you can do it, I think there's a lot to be gained for it.
You just have to talk somebody into that move, though. Some people may not be open to doing what you just did.
So.
I mean, to me, it felt fine.
Mm-hmm.
But some people may not be on board for that type of stretching unless, like, let them know, like, there's going to be some intense shit going on.
Yeah, that part. That's why you start the first way.
Yeah.
And then you see how they respond.
Yeah.
And if they're down and you're down, to take it another level, that actually feels a lot more even. Then you can go further. Let's see. Okay, this side of me now. So what do we do? Create a little traction. Take his head to the right. He's gonna look at his right melody. And all together now. That's really nice. So far, so good, brother. Is that
It's
okay?
interesting. I felt it up here.
Oh.
That stretch.
You felt it stretching?
Yeah, well, I actually felt it more internally, like here when you did that stretch.
Okay. I gotta think about that for a bit.
I mean, wait, was that supposed to happen, or you just discovered something new?
That's that. No, I gotta think about that for a bit. So I'm thinking about just like how fascially, we're moving things around, and I'm wondering if that also affected your mid back.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so we've actually opened up a lot of things here. I don't know. You're lying there. How are you feeling?
Not chopped meat, but I'm good. I don't feel like in pain like I was before, but
That's good. So how do you do a basic chin to chest stretch? I make an X under. I use my forearms to kind of create a little bit of traction, and then I add the flexion to it. And you're doing it right when it looks like you took the head off and you put it in your chest. Just kind of what it looks like. So then while you're here, if you want to kind of like really check things out before you turn them over, you kind of can check out what's happening, like maybe water. Let's see, is that going to give me a little more room to move? And it does. And you can check the other side. Is that going to give you a little more room to move? And it does. And get that arm back because, heads are heavy. And then you can stretch it out a little bit more.
so used.
In the right way. In the right way. So I'm just maybe doing a basic traction. Good. Really do want to address the situation. So even looking at you lying here, it looks like your right foot's kind of dropping lower than the left. So. Really? Fine. Don't try this out. Unless you can do pistol squats. But you have a lot of leverage right now, which is great.
Am I supposed to feel like the pole?
I mean, yes. What are you feeling?
I mean, I feel like you're grabbing my ankle, but I really don't feel the pole, like on the leg.
Which hip did you have the surgery on, or the knee?
It wasn't a hip. It was knee surgery on the left.
What was the knee surgery?
Destroyed.
Off to a great start here.
The cartilage between my two bones, meniscus. What is that shit?
Okay.
ACL
Okay.
tear
Okay. That's fine.
Alright.
That's fine. That gives me the information I need.
and dislocated the foot.
Gotcha. How does that feel? Does that pressure feel okay?
Yep.
Okay. You got a slight amount of speed. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, great. Great. I was amazed when I saw it in one of the videos of the semester. I was like, oh, that's within scope? Great. Do it all the time. Ooh, what's your cap? Let's get it. So you can just do the slow traction that I was initially starting with. But Byron's in dire straits here. I took out some forbidden some forbidden sorcery. What do they call it in Harry Potter? Unforgivable curses.
And I feel that where you're pressing, I feel that in the bottom of my foot.
I believe it because the Achilles tendon and the plantar fascia are part of the same structure. So I'm not right on your Achilles tendon right now. I'm on your gastroc proper, and I'm going through into the soleus because it's actually Achilles tendon, and ooh, yeah, that's totally a thing. And you're particularly tight in your plantar fascia, so. Just trying to get a little more movement. I'm not gonna go for miracles here, but
You gonna bill my insurance for this?
no, I'm always down to make some money back. I sleep easy at night. I'm like, I help people, and I made money doing it. There we go. This is probably more like what you guys may find yourselves doing, because the speed thing's a little tricky to figure out. So you just kind of mobilize it. And seconds, you stick going into and out of the lunge. If having your knee on the hard ground is tough, you just squat and do the same thing. It's totally fine. But you do want, like I'm, put myself at the same level, right? Because I'm here, it's not going to quite work as well, right? So, cool. Oh, look at that. Okay, cool.
That's better.
It's a little more movement. Quick thing here. Oops.
Fine.
Still not quite what I want. Okay. That's what's going on here. Alright, can we move your pelvis a little bit? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay, so my hand's by his left as is. So just kind of keep his body stable. And then I'm just going to create a little bit of torque. I usually just use my hand, but Ryan's got my advantage here inside, so I'm going to use my bigger muscles to be successful here. So grabbing his sacrum, creating a bit of a twist. I'm using my leg to create more torque. Can I do it with my head? Yep. Is it a lot of work? Yep. This is how you would generally do it. And then, I don't know, when I go over this stuff later in the semester, we'll grab a second sheet so we can pretend that people are naked and how do you drape while doing that. So we plan to go over that. Since most of your clients will be naked or near naked. Okay. I actually want to see you stand up for a second. I just want to see where we're at. Yeah. The legs are definitely better. You're not really touch them. I like the way the level of your fingers, they're more at the same height. The shoulder height definitely it's not perfect, but there is a difference. It's improved. Close to you. How's your I'm take you back. I was like, oh shit. How's your neck feel?
Well, yes. I mean, that's good. I mean, moving this way, no. But
I was like you couldn't move it that way?
yeah, this way, no. So it wasn't. Now I feel the pain back again, but this is better. This is way better because I couldn't even go this far before. I couldn't go this far before without
Right.
like feeling the pain, the stiffness.
How are your arms doing?
Good.
So here's a great sign. When the client keeps doing it again and again and again, you keep doing it, it's because it usually means like, what the fuck? Where's the
No, I mean, I don't.
I know it's in there somewhere.
No, I actually feel way looser than when it came. Like,
Not bad.
so I said, you want my insurance card? No, because I mean, if I left PT feeling like this, then it would be great. But I don't leave PT feeling like this.
Right.
So this is like.
No, I love that. So I'm gonna like really break down. I just wanted to show a whole different body, right? Because like, Millie has a knee thing, Shantia had like a shoulder thing, but not really. So I was just like, just show like maintenance. But Byron has some real stuff going on. So I wanted to show that the stuff that we're gonna learn starting pretty much next week. It really does work. It really helps. So why don't we get him face down? I want to do a couple of things and then I'll let you guys go. Because
It looks a lot better already, man.
you can see the difference in his posture, yeah, for sure.
Not yet.
That massage.
Not yet.
All right, let's get your face down. Let's get some bolstering.
Nine.
All right, you put it down. Okay, so what was confounding me, right? I mean, it's funny because we felt the right side. Now I feel like the left side more. Now that he's prone. So more on twist because I love to ring a client out. Ring him out. Because then you can just a little pull push. Ooh, look at that. Pull push. Pull push.
Different.
It's totally legit. I learned this in massage school, 100%. So, but you gotta do it slow. If you gotta do it slow, you gotta do it slow. If you add speed, then it's considered an adjustment, and that's like not as good practice. So do it slow. Say it again, Bird.
After 6 semesters,
Yeah.
it's different.
Nice and slow. Pull, push. A little compression. There we go. But it was clear that the left side was going to be more of a thing as soon as I started palpating you. You can do what's called you don't have scoliosis, but you can do what's called the Schroff technique, which is what's created for scoliotics.
Putting that laminar groove.
So you kind of like, yeah, sort of, right? So you kind of come down, you roll in, you push. You come down, you roll in, you push. Come down, roll in, and push.
What are you using it?
My palm, my heel of my hand, excuse me, to be clear. What does it feel like to you?
Something that is doing a tween-off structural.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it's good though.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how these arms move here. So, scapula humerovertebral. I want to make sure that the scapula is playing in line. Like when we're doing those stretches, I said, oh, line up your spine. So I'm going to line up his spine, right? So make sure the shoulder blade is in the right spot because if the shoulder blade doesn't move well, the shoulder doesn't move well. So we line that up. How's that on your elbow, by the way?
Yeah.
What does that mean? I need some I need some information.
Oh my no, it feels alright.
Okay. I'm not creating a pain response. It doesn't feel like I am, but I'm just checking. It's a little,
I mean, I feel it.
it's
I'm
a little,
not
it's
like,
a stretch.
ah.
It's a stretch, right?
I'm like,
Yeah.
No, it is a nice stretch.
Yeah.
I'm not screaming and hand me, you villain. So.
So I just worked on his bicep and his tricep a bit to get a little more range, and that seemed to work pretty well. Great. And Shanti, you can see a little bit of what I did to you. So.
That's nice.
Yeah. So there's restriction here, so I go into the anterior deltoid to try to scoop that out. There we go. So that's a nice, nice tricep stretch. You good?
Yeah, great.
Yeah. I stepped on the fabric. I realized I'm not used to that. I should tell clients to take it off, and I work directly on their skin. All right. 20 years in, still learning.
That's a fact.
Okay, let's see what's happening here. I know you're right-handed, so there's I suspect, and it's true, there's gonna be a little more resistance here, but not bad. Not bad, considering. You might have gotten a little work done earlier. So, sneaking into the medial border here, let's try to get a little more space so that I can get the shoulder to move better. Back to that Schroff method, sinking in, rolling it.
What method is that?
Oh, Schroff. SCHROTCH. Schroff. Yeah, it's for like scoliosis, but I feel like if there's any restriction in the spine, it's a good go-to. It's not just for scoliosis, but definitely if someone has scoliosis, you do the thing.
That's why I asked.
Oh, okay. Bet. I got you later in the semester. If you want. Everybody can opt out.
I don't know why.
I mean, look. I might be okay at this.
Okay.
Well, humble.
I'd hope I'd be okay after 18, 19 years.
Hopefully not just okay.
I might know how to say excellent. But, you know. But other than that, you know.
Love to see it.
All right. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, let's loosen up your ankle a bit more. I made this move up.
Oh.
I heard that.
Two. Generally, people just use a continuous push, but what if I just lean on it? That's a little tighter because this is where you had the surgery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, won't push my luck based on in the interest of time.
And when you do that, I actually feel that.
Yeah, you should feel it in your quad. Yeah. You should feel it in your quad. But also your hamstring acts up. You feel that? Even when you're just like fully extended, your hamstring is like firing. Why? You work on it. You check these things out. And you're like, why is that happening? That shouldn't be happening. That must be in the way of our progress. So I'm using knuckles. You can use fingers. You can use soft fist. You can use an elbow. Yeah, sure. Brian's proved he's a tough lad. Okay.
A lot of years of malt liquor.
Wow. Wow. Are we talking about the 40 ounce? The crooked eye? The crooked eye?
That's the
No,
only
Old
Mo
English.
liquor.
Old English.
The OE? Oh my lord.
Spent a lot of years on that stuff.
Oh my lord.
The only Mo liquor. At least he wasn't drinking that crazy horse.
I tried crazy.
Like, cause I've seen that happen on other people's bodies when you bend their knee, their hip kind of hikes up.
Yeah, he's got tight psoas. So let's deal with that. Let me show you that move I did last week. Right? So you come here. I did this to you. This is what it looks like. So I use that to kind of pin the pelvis, and you know, Byron's bigger than me, so it's definitely important. And then I'm gonna create traction here and extension. So he's probably gonna mostly feel it in his quad, but it's 100% going into his psoas. And I feel it, right? Like I feel a lot of pull, so I'm not gonna keep pulling because that's not nice. It's not nice. You know, I want him to come back, get that insurance money. Cool. So then we test again.
You don't have to access the psoas like interiorly.
What? I mean, I can. And I will
Yeah,
show.
I
And I will
guess
show you
it's-
that. You know.
I've had that done. That's like felt pretty invasive.
Yeah, that
So,
part.
like,
That part. But
yeah.
here you can just stretch. You just
Yeah.
stretch it.
Cool.
And you know, there's a way to access it where it's not as invasive to them. I'm really excited and happy to show you that too. But this gets a lot done. Just gonna mobilize your hips real quick.
What the heck was that?
I don't know what that was.
So you like lean in, right? And you can like just hang out and just like wait for it to release.
Fire the lungs.
You can add an adductor stretch to that. We're not going to because we're out of time. But you can also just give it a little nudge. And it moves. And you get a lot more range of motion.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yay!